And here we go. We are off to the G&D.
The OBGYN.
Yay. Okay, so anyway, we're going to get this to stop bleeding.
Hopefully.
Because it's been like a month and a half now.
Yeah.
Are you not dead?
I don't know.
Seriously. So anyway, stay tuned. My hair looks horrible.
You look sexy.
It's probably like one of my worst haircuts ever.
He's handsome.
Horrible. It's all frilly. I should went shorter.
Let's let them watch us kiss. No. Okay, are we in frame?
Oh. How can I tell? I'm editing all that out.
I'll do it. Come here, Matt. Okay.
Editing half of that out, at least.
Thumbs up.
Thank you for joining our family.
We're happy you're here. So you can't really tell because it's warmed up since then, but this morning it was about 20 degrees here. Now it's about 50, but it looked like a winter wonderland. I don't know if you can still tell, it's a little bit of ice left over. I'll have to bring out the camera tomorrow morning. It'll probably frost again. Because that was a pretty... Hey, Josie! You're not going. I don't know why you're shaking your booty. You're not going. I don't know. But anyways, I'll have to bring out the camera tomorrow because it was actually quite a sight to see. But yeah, so stay tuned for the official report from the doctor. I'm ready to feel better. I know he's ready to, ready for me to feel better for other reasons. But yeah, stay tuned. Patient and visitor parking only. I am a patient. Are you a visitor?
No.
But you're visiting with me.
I'm a reluctant drag along.
That's not true. Don't spread rumors.
Are you worried? Are you nervous?
I just want him to be nice. I'm super sensitive when it comes to doctors. Though, anybody. So I'm just hoping that, he'll focus on the problem and not, start a conversation about other things. That's not to say that, that's not to say that, that conversation doesn't need to be had. Mm-hmm. Weight issues or otherwise, but it's just I'm here for this. Can we just focus on this?
Well, you're already on a good regimen. It's stuff that I know and I have seen help people who are much, much worse situations, by far. And, truly lose 100+ pounds doing it.
Well, you tell him that, okay?
But, I hate to say that, but, I don't want to start a regimen with you when I don't know what's going on in your body. Mm-hmm. That's one thing that we were always taught. If you don't know what's going on, don't touch him. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we'd be like, no, you stay out of here. Just, you don't come near here. Mm-hmm. You can get sued for that crap. Because if you die, you're very screwed. I have no idea. I've never knew
I'm not gonna die.
People could, bleed for this long and not be dead.
Maybe I am dead. I'm a ghost.
It's been a month and a half.
Boo. I'm just kidding.
Oh, probably not that long, but very close.
Yeah, it's definitely... Whoops. More than a little bit nerve-wracking.
So my goal is to basically hopefully get you done. Mm-hmm. And then, while you're gone with your parents, I'll send you some stuff to do. I've already started mine. Mm-hmm. Well, kind of. I've never was much cardio person. I was much more a strength training person. Mm-hmm. But 2 miles today.
He's been doing a really good job. I'm super proud of him.
3 days in a row. Push-ups, squats, running.
I'm waiting.
What you want?
A fist pump. Did you explode it?
No. It was dead.
That one detonated. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so we're gonna go see what happens. Are we gonna film or no?
Cue tears in 3, 2. Are you ready for the tears?
Yeah, but they're happy ones this time.
I actually think I'm right there with her.
That was really uplifting. Like, in the best way.
We'll tell more in the car, but that was probably like the most amazing thing ever.
Are you recording?
Yeah, I'm recording.
Oh. He was really wonderful.
He really was. Like, I'm so impressed.
I'm emotional. Like, we might have a baby next year.
I mean, that was amazing. Like, and he just came in and he was just...
Am I gonna fall on that?
No. He was just all ready for it, and it was just like, it was so amazing. That's so amazing. I'm sorry, I'm like trying to not tear up right now, but I like shed a few tears in there.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna talk to you guys in a second. I feel like I just need a minute.
We'll be right back. Okay, so we're back in the car. We got some of the most amazing news. Like, where to begin?
He was just really awesome, and he was positive with like a can-do attitude, and he was like, we're gonna get you fixed up and we're gonna get you a baby.
Yeah, we can't say his name, but I swear I would title this "Thank You." Because this was probably the most amazing experience I've ever had with a doctor. And, like, was going through all the health stuff I have dealt with. Like, I've seen some amazing doctors. Dealing with the bone tumors, possible cancer. I mean, this man was amazing. He just came in, he was ready, he had all his answers ready for us. And, like, finding out, like the ovulation tests have been leading us wrong.
Mm-hmm.
The, well, whatever you call them. He's going to be taking blood to, like, watch us and like, figure out what's going on, and to monitor ovulations, because apparently you were not ovulating at all.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why there's bleeding. I'm sorry if we're getting a little too descriptive. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm a little choked up. He told us a lot of stuff.
He drew some pictures, which actually, like, was very good. Like, I am a visual person, so visual aids really, help me. And, like, I'm just gonna go out there and say, like, having this has put, like, a lot of guilt on my heart, as a wife, and, like, wanting to give you a baby, and, like, it makes you feel abnormal. Like, as a woman, like, you want to be fertile. Like, I mean, I don't want to speak for the whole woman population, but I, as a woman, want to be fertile. I want to have a baby, and it was just, like, that was the first person who, made me feel like my abnormalness was normal.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like you don't follow the normal path, but
I mean, he said this was
it's not, like, unfixable or unmanageable. Like, it's not a lost cause. So he made me just feel normal in the midst of always feeling abnormal.
calling it the classic problem rather than holy crap, what's wrong down there. That sure helped a lot. He is so nice. I'm sorry. I think
I'm like shivering.
That was amazing. And also he even said, like, this was very nice because, like, I was sure, like, all the stuff he was going to say, but instead, like, you're finally prescribed something to help with PCOS and to help with several different things, and that is going to help also the weight issue of how he said that how you could have had many things blocking what you've been doing. Because for all the stuff you've been trying, all the stuff you've been doing, eating right, you have been eating right. Very rarely do I talk you into, like, eating something that's not good for you. To not be seeing any changes, although I still say I've been seeing some changes. This was good news all around. I mean, we got a lot of things to finally start helping with your PCOS, to finally start getting it under control and managed.
I felt like, I probably had it long before that, but, like, I've known since I was 16 that I had PCOS, and, like, this is, like, the first time that, like, I felt like someone cared, and, like, there's, like a plan in place, like, I'm, like, sorry, like, I'm gonna be taken care of, and, like, we're gonna be taken care of, and it wasn't just, like, oh, here's birth control, that's what you do for that. Like, it wasn't a quick fix. Like, I felt like there was thought going into it. And, like, it made me feel good that he was, like, he told me that he had sat down and, like, discussed, like, with the nurse practitioner that we saw. So it's, like, like, it made me feel important that, like, our visit was planned for. And, like, it was clear that, like, today at 4 was not the first time he opened my chart. Like, he had prepared for this visit, and, like, I felt important and just not someone in the waiting room.
I've never seen that happen before. That was so amazing. And, like, he like, for him to ensure saying that, like, you're not going to find better care out there. And how he was truly just, he listened, he cared, he truly just, like, cared, and, like, he's ready for everything. I didn't think he's going to be well-versed in PCOS. It's like the daily stuff.
Well, like, I didn't either, but, like, I've had bad experiences. I've had, like, everyone that I've went to just, like, threw the birth control at me, and I'm like, that's, like, the textbook response, which is telling me that you really... Don't care. Like, you don't know what's going on, but this is the first person that, like... I don't know if that's his specialty, but, like, I feel like he's not just about the quick fix, like, he feels like, my health is important, and, like, our family is important, like, our family, like, there's no reason why our family, or, like, our desire to grow it should be important to him, but, like, I felt like it was, like, I felt like, I don't know. It was a really good experience.
He truly cared about, like, what was going on with you, what was going on with your body, and giving you what you need to do, and not just, like, here's a magic pill. It's going to fix everything. It was, here's a pill. This should help. But we're going to monitor you every step of the way. And he even said he has a plan if it doesn't start working.
The fact that, like, I have an appointment in 3 months and not, like, a year from now, I feel like is very uplifting, because, like, I only saw my OBGYN, like, once a year. Like, that's not care, like, that's not maintenance, like, that's not managing anything.
And you didn't even have to ask for the ultrasound. That thing they've been saying every day, like, I'm going to ask him for that ultrasound, because you wanted to know, you wanted to finally have an ultrasound, to see what was going on with those cysts.
Like, I'm 22, like, I don't, like, I was just tired of people back at home making decisions and making calls based on something that was diagnosed, like, 4 or 5 years ago. Like, it just didn't make sense to me why, like, I felt like I shouldn't be the one that should have to suggest that, but, like, I knew that I felt like it was important, and I feel like because of my bad experiences, like, not that I was going into this appointment, like, with an attitude, but, like, I felt like I was gonna, like, make my care a priority and, like, make sure, like, I was taken care of, but I feel like he, like, I didn't need to, like, stand up for myself, because, like, he was making me important and making me a priority. Like, I think he's just a really good doctor. Like, that was a really good experience.
He's amazing. Like, he spoke well. He had plans. He conveyed his plans as well. That was one of the most amazing experiences I've ever seen in my life. Wow.
Do you mean that, or, like, you being dramatic?
I'm truly, like, I'm not, like, playing up to the camera. I really don't, believe it or not. I'm a weird person. I'm sorry. Like, I'm weird. I don't know why she's married to me. But,
I love you.
I'm always, with experts, they're quiet and they're just like, I have a plan and I'm not going to tell you. Which always made me feel like, you don't know what you're doing, but you're pretending. But no, I've seen great doctors, but, like, I never know what they're doing. He was willing to, he had this, like, whiteboard, he started drawing us some pictures, little flowers, his vagina.
A graph.
He was so willing to take so much time to make sure even I knew what was going on. And that was shocking.
Well, that was really, like, I appreciated that. Like, our relationship is very important. And, like, you know, going into having a baby, like, I don't want anyone to say that, like, you're not as involved in that process, or that it's not as important to you, or that it's not about you. So I was thankful that he, you know, I was, you know, for all checks and balances, the patient in that room, but, like, I felt like he was talking to both of us, and it just made me feel, you know, it made me feel more at ease. Like, my husband was being, like, respected and appreciated and valued. It was just, like, a good experience. I mean, I could probably continue talking about it, but, like, I have to call my mom. And, like, I'm just very happy. I feel like I raised my blood pressure just, like, worrying about this, and
You were the only one.
and worrying about, like, you know, what he would say. You know, if it would be negative, because, I mean, just me in general, like, I would rather have false hope forever than to have someone tell me I'm infertile. Like, that was just very uplifting, and, you know, I don't know when it'll happen, but, like, I truly believe more than ever that, like, one day we will have a baby, and I feel like he will have, like, an instrumental part in making that happen. Or he wasn't afraid to be like, I appreciated that he wasn't afraid to be like, I want to give you the best care that I can, even if that means that I can't do it. And, like, that's not a bad way. He was just like, I'm not afraid to, like, I'm not gonna drag you along with a hook. Like, he said that. He was like, I'm gonna get you a baby if I have to send you here, there, everywhere. You know, he was like, hopefully I can do it in-house. Like, I'm gonna do the best of my ability. But he assured us that he wasn't gonna, like...
Well, he has limited tools.
But no, he assured us that he wasn't gonna, like, you know, like, minimize our efforts or be like, it'll happen, it's okay, just wait a little bit longer. Like, he was gonna put a timeline in place and be like, you know, if I can't make it happen by, you know, whenever, then we'll do the next step.
I mean,
But he's like, I want to see you two have a baby.
but, like, this doesn't just give us confidence in that. It gives us confidence in, like, everything we've been working at, like, trying to be healthier, like, live healthier lives, eat healthier. Like, we now know that there is a reason. There's something actually fighting you. Doesn't that explain so much?
I've always, like, struggled with, like, confidence and self-esteem and, like, you know, like, weight issues. Like, even with birth control itself, like, I have a love-hate relationship because, like, it does work. But, like, you know, different brands, different things. Like, my weight, I truly believe that my weight problems, like, started on birth control. The first time I ever went on it, I, like, blew up 50 pounds.
I mean, I read that isn't uncommon. Like, the hormone imbalance kind of causes everything to go out of whack. Like, he was explaining it, like, what was that? Something kind of attacks the... But basically, whatever that was, it like fights you and stops, like, it prevents weight loss.
But
I'm sorry, I'm butchering his words. There's so much information.
I mean, maybe it's in here. Like, I can go.
We need to. We have stuff to pick up at the pharmacy before they close.
Which we didn't know, by the way, but apparently.
I mean, I gotta talk to the pharmacy. They may have just, like, not got my new number. I don't know. Maybe they'll share.
I don't know. I'm not even gonna go into that. But all I know is that we've been told here's the plan now that we've, like, talked up the doctor. The plan is to continue on the birth control for 3 months and add in a regimen of Metformin twice a day, and that should help. You know, that should help, like, lower fat cells and, you know, help me lose a little bit of weight, which will take pressure off my ovaries if there's any, like, fat accumulated on my ovaries along with the cysts, which is, like, fat, but, like, this will help. And then he said that he's gonna somewhere mid-February, we're gonna get an ultrasound done to see, like, what that regimen of birth control and Metformin has done, healed, etc. And
Prenatal vitamins.
and I'm gonna do prenatal vitamins. And then we're gonna meet up with him again on March 1st.
And this is supposed to also help like create a balance in your body, which is creating that, preventing the weight loss. Which also should prevent the crazy bleeding.
Hopefully.
And finally ovulate.
Yeah, he said that he suspected that that I haven't ovulated since the last time I was on birth control.
Yeah.
Which is just a little bit discouraging, because like I'm like all that emotional turmoil of like testing and ovulation kits. It's just like, oh, we could have bypassed all of that.
But I mean,
obviously, like, ideally, like, you wouldn't go through hurt.
well, actually, this puts a little relief off of me, because like we're going to test once a month, because we've been testing once a month. I'm sorry, I do little weird hand actions.
You do, right? See?
I'm sorry. Test. We test once a month, and we're going to videotape it. We did one. We didn't end up posting it because we were like, how do we fit this in? Where do we put this? We're still new. We're daily vloggers. We don't know how we want to set it up. There's this weird video of 5 minutes of us being super disappointed, even though we kind of knew it was going to happen. But now we know is that, like, I mean, he suggests not ever doing that again. So we lose that doing that. But like, I'm so glad not having to go through that horrible turmoil. Before night, I would not sleep. Before that night, I would not sleep, and I knew I was going to, like, get up early, first pee of the morning, and then cry.
Well, I've often heard that, like, PCOS has such an imbalance of hormones that, like, your pee's a liar. So, like, they basically tell you to always go, like, buy your blood. So it was uplifting to me that he knew that, to be like, don't pee on sticks anymore. Like, we're just gonna find out when you're ovulating by blood work. We're gonna find out when you're pregnant by blood work. Like, okay, I was like, thank you, Jesus. Like, I'm just gonna take that stress and, like, all of that, like, impending doom and emotional turmoil and, you know, paying for all that shit.
Oh, yeah, jeez. I mean,
out of my daily day.
And remember whenever it gave us, like, a positive reading on one of the pregnancy tests?
I wasn't there for that. I was on the phone with my parents. And, like, honestly, Jesus took me out of the room, I feel, because if I had seen that, I probably would have lost my shit.
Yeah.
Sorry, I really said I would work on my profanity, but I'm, like, such in, like, a state of, like...
That was such a horrible roller coaster for me. Not gonna go into that. It's a happy day. It's a very happy day. I cried today.
Give me a kiss.
It's getting way too hot now.
I love you.
Yeah, I love you too.
But anyways, I'm gonna call my mom.
If there's any chance that the doctor, who I cannot name, finds this video one day, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Again, thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. You were just a huge blessing to our family.
I was expecting the worst. You gave me, like, the best would have never even covered what you did for us. Thank you, sir.
So I don't know why I'm whispering, because the deer cannot hear us, but we are seeing deer in our neighbor's yard, and it never ceases to be fascinating to me. Because, I mean, this isn't a normal Florida sight. Do you feel like you're, like, immune to thinking this is completely amazing?
Kind of. But, like, I think all animals are actually pretty amazing, and I love looking at them. Like, I would miss ever moving to, like, a city and not getting to see stuff like this. Those goats need to be put away. I don't know what they're doing. Sorry. But, like, watching him eat out of the bird feeder, like, they're pretty amazing. Like, all animals are. I enjoy watching this stuff.
I feel like this is just, like, the cherry on my good day. I love seeing deer. Like, I pray for it. I'm just like, do you think there's going to be deer today, Bobby?
I actually saw this one the other day.
Well, you should have filmed it.
Well, I did have a camera, but I didn't want to make you feel bad.
Oh.
And he's becoming desensitized to the humans. He ran so hard, like last time I was here. Mm-hmm. Now he doesn't even care. He's just like eating away on his bird seed, and he's just like, I don't care. I wonder if we'd get some deer if we started putting out like some feed like that.
Jasmine would eat it.
Yeah, she would.
Anyways, I think it's running out of food.
Yeah, okay, we're gonna let Bambi have a little time alone before the hunter shoots him.
Bye. Or sign out for us, babe.
We're done for today?
I think so.
Okay. Thank you for joining our family.
We're happy you're here.